In Montreal, the United States secured their 10th consecutive win over the Internationals, an expected outcome, while in Madrid, Ángel Hidalgo's surprising triumph in a playoff was as unexpected as it was thrilling. Former world number 1 Jon Rahm birdied the final 2 holes of the Spanish Open to force a playoff, but it was Hidalgo, an underdog, who clinched victory with back-to-back birdies and sudden death. Hidalgo's win at his home open was especially poignant, as just a few years ago, the 26-year-old from Marbella had been cheering Rahm from the sidelines. Now, his victory guarantees him playing privileges on the DP World Tour for at least the next 2 years. Winning at home, in front of all that support, you could see how much it meant to him, Rahm graciously remarked, acknowledging the significance of Hidalgo's achievement. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic in Quebec, the atmosphere was more intense but the result more predictable. Jim Furyk's U.S. team secured an 18-11 victory over Mike Weir's international team at the President's Cup, continuing the dominance of the Americans. The event, often seen as a less intense version of the Ryder Cup, features a shorter four-day format and teams made up of players from various countries, which some feel lacks the same cohesion. However, Weir's team, despite the odds, showed commendable spirit. After a tough 5-0 loss in Thursday's fourballs, they rebounded with a clean sweep in Friday's foursomes. The tournament saw some tension, particularly with 22-year-old Tom Kim, who expressed frustration over a short putt not being conceded and later claimed he and his partner were sworn at by Patrick Cantlay and Xander Schauffele. Kim later apologized to Schauffele, admitting he overreacted. The President's Cup, despite flashes of tension, still suffers from being too one-sided, especially with the absence of top players like Australia's Cameron Smith and Chile's Joaquin Niemann, both of whom joined Live Golf. Although the U.S. also missed stars like Bryson DeChambeau and Brooks Koepka, their team remains stacked with talent, all ranked within the top 25 in the world. Some have suggested that to level the playing field and add excitement, the President's Cup could become a mixed-gender event. American Solheim Cup captain Stacey Lewis proposed combining the men's and women's tours, which could bolster the Internationals team by including top female players from Asia and Australasia. It's the perfect way to blend the two tours, Lewis said, arguing that it would make the competition more balanced. However, despite such ideas, it's unlikely the PGA Tour will make such a radical change. The next President's Cup is set for Medina in 2026, the site of Europe's stunning Ryder Cup comeback in 2012, but with the Ryder Cup also seeing its share of one-sided results in recent years, both events could benefit from a bit more competition to keep fans on the edge of their seats.